Hello YouTubers, it's Bill, and you are in for a treat tonight. I'm here at Fort Myers Joint Base Henderson, and I'm going to take you to the military tattoo. So, stick around, this should be fun. There's a view up here of Washington, D.C. that's really pretty remarkable. And you see the Washington Monument and the Jefferson Memorial. And over here, you'll see the cannons that'll be fired tonight as part of the ceremony. It's private, is that right?
Specialist.
Specialist, excuse me, I'm sorry. How could I tell that? How would I know?
Can on this uniform.
Okay, it's just you borrowed a shirt. I borrowed a jacket today. But he's telling me this is a 75 millimeter blank that's going to be fired from these 105 millimeter M5 howitzers, which have been retubed from 105 millimeters down to 75 millimeters. Why?
To fit this, because the 105 is entirely too big to load ceremonially.
Got it. Well, that makes a lot of sense. And you're going to fire a bunch of rounds tonight. Looks like they're all out there, and nobody gets to keep the brass, I understand. Is that right?
No, you got to have a lot of rank to get brass.
All right, thanks. So, it's going to be a great night. The marching will start soon. Stick around. This should be a lot of fun.
So a lot about the show will be about the Army's history through the different wars, American Revolution, Civil War, Vietnam War, Korean War, up until the war on terrorism going on today. I play a Vietnam soldier in the show, so take them by the hand and live your life.
Join us in singing the Army song. March along, sing the song with the Army of the Free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the Army, proud of our name. We're the Army and proudly proclaim. Once again, welcome to Fort Myer, this evening's special performance of Twilight Tattoo, Army Strong. From the Dave Art Fife and Drum Corps. Year-long struggle for independence that began on a fateful April night in 1775. Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere.
2 arms, the regular route. 2 arms, the regular route.
Our citizen soldiers suffered through horrible hardships. The march to Trenton, when winter at Valley Forge, and constant shortages of equipment and supply.
Take ready! Take aim! Fire! Advance! Silence! To the front! March! March! Charge! Bayonets!
And secure new territory. But in 1860, clouds gathered on the horizon. Issues left unresolved by the founding fathers brought the states into increasing conflict. After 40
it don't mean a thing, all you've got to do is sing.
as American forces joined the United Nations to resist communist aggression in Korea. A new generation of Americans was called to service, and many veterans of World War II were called back to service to combat this new threat. In a harsh landscape, and often in unimaginably difficult weather conditions, hordes of North Korean and Chinese communist soldiers relentlessly attacked U.S. Army forces as enemy bugles blared. U.S. soldiers just as decisively counterattacked. American soldiers persevered as they fought over seemingly endless hills and steep frigid valleys. Old Baldy, Heartbreak Ridge, Pork Chop Hill. These are just a few of the names soldiers gave to the formerly unknown ridges where they shed their blood and lost their comrades. Less than a decade after the end of hostilities in Korea, the Army was again called upon to confront our nation's enemies in Southeast Asia. More than 58,000 Americans lost their lives in Vietnam after answering America's call to duty. 1,645 Americans remain missing in action and are never forgotten. States Army. The fundamentals of coordinated movement and attention to detail have sustained our Army since its inception and are exemplified here by the U.S. Army Drill Team. The United States Army Drill Today, the drill team is led by their commander, Captain Leonidas Marin from Queens, New York. September 11, 2001, war came to America as the terrorists attacked the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. Your Army took the fight to the enemy, toppling a dictator in Iraq and transferring the rule of law back to the Iraqi government. The Army continues to engage Al-Qaeda and the Taliban in order to disrupt terrorist safe havens in Afghanistan and around the globe. America's Army remains the best manned, best equipped, best trained, best led, and most decisive land force in the world.
But the feeling started long ago when the weekend went reborn. When the call rang out for volunteers in a nation being born. No sunshine patriot speeches, no summer soldier songs. For the special ones who paid the price to keep this country strong. There when we were needed, we were there. No, it wasn't
can see it, but it looks like there'll be a storm here any minute. I'm gonna get soaked going home. Don't know if you can see the Capitol or the Washington Monument, but it's a beautiful view from up here on the hill. These are the artillery pieces, and that's the Washington Monument, and right there in the center is the National Capitol. Now the families and kids come up and take pictures. Okay, YouTubers, thanks for watching. I'm sure I'll be soaked very soon because the radar says there's a big storm on the way. But what I don't do for you, my audience. Thanks for watching, and good night.